Hello, not too long ago now, between Manchester City and Chelsea to kick off. Go for the lineups. Got Morales in goal for City, Cancelo, Stones, Verdino, and Mendy in defence. Got De Bruyne and Andes Silva in the midfield. Mahrez, Aguero, and Sterling up top. My team, Chelsea, there. Got Pulisic, Abraham, and William up front. Kovacic, Jorginho, and Kante in midfield. Emerson, Tomori, Zuma, and Aspilicueta in defence. And Aspilicueta, Blackheader in the goal. Earlier results today saw a big upset with Norwich beating Everton at 2-0. And Arsenal stepping up against Southampton. And Tottenham, Jose Mourinho got their first win of the season. And unfortunately, Liverpool carried on winning. It was a late equaliser. Oh, Crystal Palace. And Liverpool managed to find the winner. So for this game, I predicted Chelsea to win a 3-2 for us. So hopefully that is true. But either way, we're going to be third or fourth after this match. There's also at least one again after being Brighton 2-0. Okay, we're underway. Exciting match. What's going to happen here? Last season ended a 6-0 win for Manchester City. I expect a lot closer actually this time, surely. Manchester City probably going to control position in this game though. But we've won a foreign inside their territory. So with Emerson, we played back across the pitch. Zuma, Tomori, maybe get a few passes together. No, we'll hurry. Try not to go 4-0 down in 25 minutes again, so just nice, solid defensive pull forward and counter attack and things like that. So Manchester City on the board at the moment, they're on defence there. How about fingers passing between each other? 2 minutes gone. Verdino. Right to the left hand side. And well, shielded that. Zuma. Rodri. Coming down the left hand side, Manchester City. Held up as they're stringing a few more passes to give it the home side. So far, we've done a good job to not allowing them to go forward. And now, yep, got the moral victory of them going back to their goalkeeper of Emerson. Verdino, oh, this is a through ball here. This is a bit dangerous with De Bruyne. Oh, just wide on the left-hand post. Well, that's a bit of a wake-up call for us. It's important not to go down early. And Kevin De Bruyne, left-hand post, just misses it by a good 10 centimetres or so. So not too far away from Manchester City. We're back in position as they press forward and they won the ball back. Manchester City trying to get something else going. More possession, more footling. They come down the left hand side, but overplay that time for a fine. Nice. And here they come again and cleared nicely as we trying to get this counter attack going there. Williams with the to still in position. Kovacic, Jorginho, and pouring forward into the box here. Ooh, somewhat promising, but I broke down. And now it's Manchester City's turn. It's now they got like 4-on-4. This is pretty dangerous. Now, like Aguero pass forward to De Bruyne and Stone again. And yeah, just Manchester City overplaying a few balls a bit. And Pulisic clearing it away. And Manchester City back on the ball again there. Covering down the left hand side this time. Yeah, it's the commentators said to not get caught on the turnover and left shorts, which we were in danger of that time for opportunity. But Manchester City passing back a few different times so far already on attacking opportunities. Got William on the ball at the moment for us on the right hand side. And we'll be passing it back there. Showing a few more passes together. Get a good for this game. We're playing at the ethiad, so it's always going to be tougher for us. It's important not to concede an early goal to build momentum as we're going back all the way to goal as well too later on. And out of play carelessly by Peter. So Manchester City with Maui's. And they turn it over, nice. Now we have an opportunity with Tammy Abraham coming down to the right hand side. Oh, and it's on the left hand side from William. That's an opportunity for us. That's more like it. Yeah, Manchester City got pulled out defensively. Oh, now City on the other end. That's whistle blowing already. Yeah, free hit stuff in those early stages. As you would expect quite a few goals in this match, quite open and attacking. And Chelsea and Manchester City haven't been well known for their defensive so far this season. So Manchester City have to retake their goal kick apparently. And this time they're going to come forward. That was the one touch over the top. Guess the ball was still moving. As we're still watching the replay of that shot from Chelsea. Yeah, they're going to come down the left hand side this time, Manchester City with Mendy. And turned over again for us. Chelsea. Steaming forward. What can we make of it? I've gone too far left with Pulisic. And across the goal mark. And back comes to the midfield. Yeah, so we haven't done too bad so far in these early stages there, coming up to the 10-minute mark. And here, coming down the left-hand side with Pulisic again. Can we get across into the box? We do. And so that was nearly set up nicely, but Mendy in the way. But we won it back again here. And it's cleared away. So nice. Pressing forward. One shot each so far, none on target. A lot of life almost about this game so far. But fortunate when he's taking positions, how that team has passed the ball back. That's as well worked nicely. And Abraham with the shots and right hand side. Never mind about going back there. Seems to work out quite nicely. So keep this up. It's good momentum. Put the pressure on Manchester City after losing against Liverpool last week. They were 9 points behind them now. And it could possibly be 12 if they lose here. Manchester City here with Aguero, Silva, Mahrez inside the goal mark. That's well blocked. We're still on the way in the dangerous area. Is that a free kick? No, not been awarded. So we try to go for the quick counter attack. And they won the ball back. And they quickly pour forward, even though that one went quite far back with Mendy. Attacking rates. Goals and open play. Manchester City first, Chelsea second. Shots. Manchester City first, Chelsea second. And shots gunners first, second. So top two for everything on that comparison. And Manchester City on the attack at the moment, but we've got everyone behind the ball. So they should find it challenging to go forward. I mean, nearly turning the ball over there. But no, it's the Boyner and overplay that one. Nice. Back on the ball. Jorginho. And turn it over again. Dangerous areas to turn the ball over. David Silva, Sterling, Mendy in, and cleared away. Okay. Survive that danger. Coming down the left hand side. Advantage being played after a foul committed. coming down the right hand side. Zuma back in the defensive areas, back to the goalkeeper of Espelacleta. Oh, Espelacleta, I should say. Espelacleta is the defending player, so. And here we come, slight opportunity. Oh, this is look good. 3 or 4, but not quick enough. It's completely stopped with William on the edge of the area. But here we come, and it's a corner now. So 50-50, open start, haven't been outplayed. It's been a very even battle so far. And at the ethiad, you have to take an even battle. Manchester City, top of the table of headed goals conceded. As we're taking the corner kick, whipped into the box, cleared away, half cleared, and a couple of passes away. And might get the shot here. We do get a shot. Oh, fine out wide with Chamoy. Not too far away, only that much in it. So come on, keep this up. Manchester City back on the ball again. We're down the right hand side. And we turn the ball over that time. Jorginho passing up forward with Abraham. No. So 0-0, 15 minutes in. Jorginho. Manchester City trying to find some options with Roderick and Nowais as they're coming into the box here. Within and kicked away. Oh, somewhat squatted at the end. Manchester City are on our third off the pitch. With a fine with near the corner flag of a Cancelo, Maues, and they passed it back and all the way back again to the halfway line there. So it's good news. They've been wasting some potential opportunities in the English areas themselves. Try and break down the attack, man mark everyone, and let's turn the ball over again and create some more counter-attacking options. And we have turned the ball over at the halfway pitch with Pulisic coming down over the top with Abraham. That's flag gone off or offside possibly there. Manchester City quick to take the free kick from the goal mark. Action-packed stuff so far. In terms of pace and energy, not so many shots necessarily. But still, joy to watch. Oh, it was tight, but was ahead of the player. Abraham. Pulisic. We're on the ball at the moment. Our own defensive third. But this is good stuff from us. 18 minutes gone at 0-0. And we're to, must have been like 3-0 at least by now at last. Yeah. And here we come with good options down the left hand side. And a shot by Emerson. And staying comfortably for Morales. For Morales. So I have to commend Chelsea so far, doing a good job. 5 attempts to 2, and that does something. But obviously, with Liverpool winning every match, I know that a draw will be a good result, but in terms of the title race, we have to count on winning every match, even these very tough matches against top quality sides. Manchester City back on the ball again, 1.5-way line. Flicker to the left-hand side of the pitch. What can they do this time? And that ball looks too far over the top. But skip and play with Moes. And disputed of a corner kick appeal. Or penalty appeal. But no touch. So we survive that potential danger. So still 0-0. But with the more of the opportunities so far. So that's what we want to see. Ball over the top with commentate with the one, and he's quick, and it's good. It's in. Conte scored. Wow. 1-0 Chelsea. Hopefully, if the VAR doesn't overturn this one. So ball from the halfway line. Flicking to the left hand side of the pitch. Ball over the top. And Kante with the goal. Yeah. No offside there, is there? Clearly. Or anything. Kante with the goal. Yes. Great start by us, and we thoroughly deserved it as well too. We've had 6 shots to 2 and 2 to none on target. Super Frank. So nice. The goal does stand. So what is that? What a lead. What a performance so far. But we have to keep it going. Early stages still. Manchester City score so many goals at home. And you can never really much of coming back, just like Liverpool, even if it's in the 85th minute again. But halfway through the first half, got the lead. That's Manchester City with a free kick over the top and won a corner. So they come straight back here. So now we can afford to sit back quite a bit more and counter attack with this advantage. We have to be careful. Manchester City with a corner kick, yeah, with De Bruyne on the left hand side. Whipped into the box. Stones is well marked out there. Pep Guardiola won't be happy. Since 2017, games got behind in at 12, only won at 2, 1 draw and 9 defeats. Huh. Oh, now is possession. and 1 1/4. Okay, so maybe I was wrong with their comeback ability. Normally they just take the lead themselves on so many different occasions. But De Bruyne brought to the top and the left hand side way over the far hand side. Questionable lead that time. Justy with the goal kick, got 2 players for the short kick, and we do go for that. But we have to be careful here, we've got 3 or 4 numbers from Manchester City pushing us, and we got out that one. Zuma to the halfway line, and turned over by City, we turned over by Chelsea. And we steam forward and attack. Had to keep on attacking, scoring these goals. Because surely the City will find a goal in this match. So it's important to find the second, or even the third. Tamoy, over the top. To Tammy Abraham, but he's offside. Manchester City back on the ball as they at the halfway line of the pitch. With Mahrez over the top to the left hand side. He's well intercepted again by Chelsea. Zuma, Emerson, Kovacic, pressing it back. And you can hear Jorginho chants on the screen now there. Chelsea supporters will be getting into this issue. William coming down the right hand side. Another looking dangerous looking area. Sorry, Joanne's not allowed to film this game because of copyright issues, but I can just talk about the game there. So far, my Chelsea team got a nice 1-goal lead over Manchester City. We've been dominating the stats, having a total of 6 shots to 3 and 2 to none on target. So it's looking good so far. As we pass it back to Esfeld in goal. Kovacic. Esfeld again. Oh, a few risky passes, but we managed to clear that one away from danger. Coming down the left hand side with Pulisic, Jorginho. So bright stuff. We've done really well so far with Frank Lampard and his manager winning the last 6 matches. Got onto a bit of a slow start, obviously, with losing against Manchester United first match of the season 4-0. That's we improved since the beginning of the season, and this would really cap off how are you doing. Hello, De Bruyne. I'm not De Bruyne, but we've got Kevin De Bruyne, so you're a Manchester City fan in there, D-Dell. Chelsea still on the ball here. We switch to the right-hand side. Trying to find any spaces, holes in the City defence with the injury crisis going on. Or was that a spoiler alert there? Still 1-0 for me, only in 8 minutes. And it's De Bruyne, David Silva, Manchester City coming left-hand side. Kevin De Bruyne having a shot, and Kevin De Bruyne with the goal. Yeah, I did say Manchester City would score in this game, and they have done so. Their first shot on targets, and they have managed to find the goal. It's 1-1, and you're right, Dell. It was a goal. Unfortunately, it was from the home side. Kevin De Bruyne. Uh, no, I'm Nathan Heaver, but Kevin De Bruyne was the goal scorer in the game. As we level into the 29th minutes. So I have to restart again. Just carry on what we've been doing so far, creating all these opportunities. But Manchester City confidence built up after the equaliser. They were on their own defensive third. Switching play to left hand side. Yeah, probably have to settle down against 10 minutes possibly. Manchester City probably confidence in their tails be up after scoring. Flamingo. What Flamingo got to Adino is what I meant to say. Chelsea with a free kick on the halfway line now. And ball played over the top too far. And it's easily cleared for you missing. Who's Brazilian? Are you Brazilian? David Silva, coming shorts, Stones. And it's Manchester City forced to play it back. They find some space again here coming down the right hand side. And out of play off our player, but they are pressing again with Maois on the ball. Okay, see ya, D-Dell. Hopefully you come back later on. Manchester City back on the attack again. As they pass it to De Bruyne on the right hand side of the pitch. Rodinho, Mendy. Keeping possession quite nicely. Manchester City is with Stone trying to come through the middle of the pitch here. And they have found De Bruyne on this looks dangerous. And shot comes in and saves Berglager in the end. But so far, have responded well when we're going to goal down. Haven't given away too many opportunities since then. Yeah. Pepper's always quite livid on the sideline, trying to give it to their players to get underway again. They're back on the ball and turned over. Sterling and overplayed it as with Lagaga back on the ball. Yeah, playing some 1-2 passes quite nicely here in defence. They have to be careful because we've got a few numbers pressing up. So maybe just clear it away. Zuma got 3, passing it back to the goalkeeper. Very risky stuff. And yep, they have turned it over halfway, but we got away with it. William, as we got a 4-on-4 possibility here. This looks reasonably promising for us. Emerson, yeah, get it across goal. Too far away with Kante. Kante again, edge of the area of Pulisic, and he takes a cross goal and too far out for a goal kick. Manchester City back on the ball again with Kevin De Bruyne. Mendy coming down the left hand side of the pitch this time. And they're playing it back a little bit. And nice, walking back to the halfway line before they find space on the right hand side with Marways. De Bruyne takes the shots and it's not too far off on the left hand side of the post. Yeah, Manchester City, I suppose, with a couple more shots since equalising. But not too bad considering. As we try to scramble out of the defence again. Very dangerous stuff going on here, but like 3-4 numbers pressing on us. As get it away nicely. Oof. City back on possession at the halfway line. So try to steam forward for numbers, try for a lead with Maues. And well, Maues with a goal this time. Manchester City taking the lead 2-1 with Maues coming down the right side of the pitch into the box. Yeah, so much for that. Now we have to come from behind now. Yeah, Maues with the goal as Manchester City now lead at 2-1 after being 1-0 down. But hopefully my prediction comes true. I went 3-2 for Chelsea, so 2 more goals for Chelsea plus win the game at the end. Too easy for Maues. Okay, kicked off. Oh, nearly turning that one over. We're getting caught up a bit on the defence here, trying to play the ball. William down the right hand side. Seven shots to 6 now for Manchester City, 2 each on target. Did start off better with 6 shots to 2 and 2 to none on target before we took the lead. Yeah, it's been mostly Manchester City thing. Trying kind of things done a bit as we're on the ball. Coming down the right hand side of the pitch there. with Abraham into the box. Ooh, cleared away. And a Rio pass back. Switching players at left hand side. And slowed it down a bit more, but Manchester City being on the ball quite a lot more now. Verdinho. Nice ball over the top to the pointer. Into the box. Cleared away by Chamoy. Let's not concede any more goals before half time. 2-1 margin. Won't be the worst, but here they come again. The pointer. Cross goal away. They've been Whitney here. Sterling. Silver. Aguero. Appeals for a penalty kick. Goal kicks the decision. So we have to wait for VAR to decide. Across the box. It was a bit of arms waste. Didn't have too much contact there, I'd say. No penalty to call. Should be the right decision here. That's the final outcome. Yes, they get away with that potential danger. As we enter the 41st minutes, and 4 minutes plus added on time to go before we get to the half-time break. Moes back to Emerson in goal. And straight out of play. So, can we get something going, Chelsea, here for the half-time break? At the moment, we in our own defensive third now as we play back all the way to Espargaro in goal. And that time we go for a long kick upfield. And it's nicely controlling position upfield. And we'll play it all the way back. Stop playing it back. Going in forward positions. And pressure starting to build. Manchester City on top players. As we pass it back to Espargaro on goal. And so, no, that's a big. That's kick, and it's off the post crossbar. And here they still go again with Moes. Oh, got away off that one. As I was saying, we just need to kick the ball upfield. Most dangerous defensive pressures because we nearly gifted them a goal as they hit the crossbar. Yeah, we're giving them a 2-goal lead. We're back on the goal ball again here though, and taking possibilities of William, Conte, section by David Silva, pass back to Emerson. They clear it away straight away. Yeah, Manchester City come again down the right hand side after solo and over the crossbar. Yeah, well, when it comes to Manchester City, they've been quick to clear it. They need defensive thirds. We've just been getting ourselves into too much trouble when we try to clear it from our half there, trying to build some passes to give the upfield. There was just inches away for Mao's from scoring. Chelsea in the dark blue, Manchester City in the light blue was me. Not too long before half time, let's just get to half time now, I'd say. Settle down, we good. Team talking to, and then we need to go out and then win the second half. We all started quite well in the first 20 minutes before they goal, but we haven't had many opportunities to Manchester City equalise with De Bruyne, and then Mao's taking the lead for them. So we just got 2 minutes of added on time here before we get to half time. And another dangerous ball, Manchester City, and Aguero, and back again, and Sterling knows who was offside. Yep, survived another dangerous situation there. So just a minute to go before we get to half time. And we turn the ball over in their half, maybe one last opportunity for Chelsea. But no, Manchester City turning the ball over again. They only got a couple of numbers going forward, and we still give away a free kick. Jorginho, the culprit. You know, there's it's like we still have 100 games since Chelsea's last had a red game, a red card in the Premier League match. That's quite a record. They haven't say that. What's the chance that they get it this time? Cleared away by Esbagaga and Abraham. One last chance for Pulisic, steaming forward into the goal mark, past the goal, and it's cleared away, but we're still on the ball. Let's try and get a shot off here. Esbagaga down the right hand side. And is that up for a corner kick? It is, but it's too late. Too late to take the corner. So it's 2-1 for Manchester City as we head into the half-time break. We're off to a good start with 6 shots to 2, 2 to none on targets, and we got rewarded for such a great start with Kante on the score sheet for Chelsea in the 21st minute. But since the goal, Manchester City coming back into the match and finding an equaliser from De Bruyne in the 29th minute. And then Mao's they give them a 2-1 lead in the 37th minute. So the stats for this game, 9 shots to 6 now for Manchester City, 2 each on target. So Chelsea has had 56% of the possession. 359 passes, 289. Yeah, no yellow cards, no red cards in this game, and yeah, an interesting stat. Just found out there 100 games since Chelsea's last gave away a red card. Hello, our Con. How you doing there? On to the halftime break. If there's anything you want to discuss about this particular match or the other Premier League matches for this week, seen the likes of Liverpool winning yet again with late goal drama over Crystal Palace 2-1. Mane in the 49th minute to give them the lead. Zaha in the 82nd minute. But Firmino, 85th minute, another late goal for Liverpool, as they're going to have 8-point lead over Leicester City, who's currently in second place. If the result holds between Manchester City and Chelsea, with City having the lead currently. And if this result holds, Chelsea will be dropped down to fourth place or 11 points off the top of the table. Other matches today include Tottenham, new manager Jose Mourinho, winning 3-2, their first away win since January, so new manager syndrome always comes back to help the squad. I would have otherwise probably gone possibly for West Ham to win that game. So Son, Lucas and Kane on the score sheet for Tottenham. They had a 3-0 lead. And West Ham put a couple of goals back with Antonio in the 73rd minutes and Bono in the stoppage time 90 plus 6 minutes. So it was a bit too late for them in the end there. Also, Arsenal slipped up yet again, surprisingly, against Southampton at 2-2, with Ings on the score sheet for Southampton in the 8th minute. Lacazette equalised in the 18th minute. Ward-Prowse took the lead for Southampton in the 21st minute. And Lacazette with a 90 plus 6 minutes equalising goal for Arsenal. They only just managed to get away with a point out of this match. And Southampton with 21-12 on the shots, 65 on target. And this is the team that lost 9-0 against Leicester, and Arsenal was only able to get a 2-2 draw against them, and they currently dropped down to second place with only 18 points there. And depending on other match results, including tomorrow's games, they could slip down to 8th place, possibly. Well, definitely 8th place, maybe even 9th place. And other results includes Leicester with a 2-0 win over Brighton, as they currently have to second place. 2 second half goals by them, Perez in the 64th minute and Vardy in the 82nd minute penalty kick. 19 to 7 shots, 9-0 on target, very dominant for them. Also had Burnley with a 3-0 success over Watford. So much for Watford picking up their first win of the season against Norwich in the last match. 3 second half goals as Watford's still in big trouble as they need to find some results as they sit languish right near the bottom of the table. Chris Wood, the New Zealand striker, on the score sheet in the 52 minutes. Barnes, 82nd minute penalty kick, and Tarkowski, 88 minutes, third goal. Wolves with a 2-1 win over Bournemouth, with Martinho and Jimenez in the first half. Francis got sent off for Bournemouth in the 37th minute, but they still managed to put a goal back with Cook in the 59th minute. But a win for Wolves in the end, and after such a disaster start, for Wolves in the season. All of a sudden, that's 5th place with every side apart from the top 4 dropping points like everything. So they're in 5th at the moment with 19 points, 7 points behind Chelsea currently with 26 points. As this result currently holds with 2-1 lead for Manchester City. And the surprise results of today's matches is Norwich defeating Everton away from home 2-0 with all their defensive. As you can see, the 8-1 odds to win the game, and I thought that was quite low in terms of the odds for Norwich to win. So if you managed to bet on them, well done. 18 to 13 shots for Everton, 7 to 5 on target, and surely the pressure will be building on Silver there is Everton in 15th place with 14 points, only 4 points now off the drop zone. And upcoming matches, tomorrow's match got Sheffield United against Manchester United, and on Tuesday got Aston Villa against Newcastle. Might as well have a look at the current odds for this game. Manchester City will be more favourites than they were. And hopefully we can start the second half like we did the first half, because surely there'll be more goals in this match here with the back and forwards attacking play we've seen it so far. So $1.17 for Manchester City to win. $6.50 now for the draw. That was what the odds were for Chelsea to win previously. And $15 for Chelsea to somehow turn it all around and win the match 3-2 at least. So uphill battle coming up. Can we do it? Or also known as 83% for Manchester City, 13% now for the draw, and only 4% for Chelsea to turn it around and win the game. Yeah. Some of the live comments on got Chelsea has played well, just as Manchester City, but the difference in experience seems obvious already, and that Chelsea defence can't get the ball out with confidence. Attack, on the other hand, has been beat down by poor final decisions. Pulisic is looking dangerous, but he's been forcing his final pass to Abraham, where William would have been a much better option to spread the play. I say attack's been reasonably alright there, in the points of the box, and it has got 5 likes, 4 dislikes, so I think I'm going to dislike that one. So it's got 5 now. I'd say defensively, Chelsea has been making of their own troubles, nearly conceding another goal shortly before halftime, with Marais hitting the crossbar in the end. So just when it gets to like defensive areas, as Manchester City are pressing on us, just has to go for the long punt field instead of trying to play it out the back there. Because it's just been too risky. We can't afford to concede any more goals in this match, as we are going to come from behind and take something out of this game. Okay, Smith, Pulisic, you think Manchester City is going to win? Well, they will be. Yeah, they are big favourites to win this game now with the 2-1 lead. But Chelsea's been creating quite a few of their own chances. If they start the second half like they did the first half, they can easily see Chelsea equalising the game. Hey, you're a Manchester City supporter there, Smith, Balisic, or just a neutral and you just think City's got the lead, they're not going to lead it up. But there will definitely be quite a few more turning points in the second half. Not the same team that lost 6-0 to Manchester City last year, where it was all over at half time with a 4-0 deficit. This game very much still alive. Currently on the hunt, if there's anything you want to discuss from this match or other matches for the Premier League match day so far. Just the one goal on it, so all three options are still. I need the one goal margin, so all three options are still a possibility in the game. But of course, we have to see how we start off the second half, and we have to the next one's to score. And just one more ad break, and we'll be getting into the second half coming up. Some other comments. Chelsea will score 2 goals in the 93 minutes of break. Royal Hearts is another comment. Yeah, that would be unbelievably dramatic. But just scoring 2 goals at any time would be pretty impressive stuff. I don't think you can score 2 goals that long. Like the other guy, they have played confidence, but Chelsea needs to be strong and clear the ball better, especially in this. Yes, definitely we need to clear the ball better, especially in defence there with when it comes to Gaga and the goal and the defenders when they're getting pushed down. It's don't want to concede a goal by gifting them one. And here we go. Here comes the second half. About to kick off. And we kicked off Manchester City, the ones that kick off the second half. So 2-1 for Manchester City as it stands. 45 minutes to go to turn this around. Manchester City on the front foot at the moment, stringing a few passes forward. Loads of possession. Yeah, Chelsea scored 2 goals in their last 5 Premier League games, so quite goal prolific. Hopefully that continues. And we need to do that for this game if we're going to get anything out of this game. Can Chelsea turn this around? Some of the substitutions options got Bravo, Walker, Gonondon, Jesus, Zine, Otamendi, and Foden for Manchester City. Chelsea substitutes include the likes of Richardson, Petron, Caballero, Giroud, Nat, Batshuayi. Yeah, so Mason Mount, Batshuayi has scored quite a few goals themselves as well too, so that could be potential options to come back into this game. We have survived the early stage of the second half without conceding another goal. My forecasting is with loading issues. So, come on. We're playing one of their shots with William on the ball. And we played along the sideline. Free kick for Chelsea. Yeah, first 21 minutes, it's the two shots for Chelsea. After the 21 minutes, 8-0 for Manchester City. So, yeah, really started off quite quietly in the opening half of the first half. But ever since then, it's just been all Manchester City. So, Manchester City with the ball back to Emerson and goal for them. As they come down the right hand side of the pitch. And back they come. Back to Emerson. There's a lot of possession dominated in the second half for Manchester City. Just need to try and string a few passes ourselves together and try and create all these moves that we did in the first half. Possible counter attacks when this attack rates up for City. And they're coming down the right hand side. Playing back to go forward. And winning the free kick there. With Jorginho giving it away. But they've gone back to the halfway line. So we're trying to switch the play to the left hand side with Mendy. Cleared away for Foreign, and a substitution is going to be made for Manchester City here. With Wadley coming off. Slowly walking off Wadley is. And it's Guanondran that's coming on for Manchester City. I feel like Chelsea needs to make some substitutes here to try and get some pace back into the game. Since that's the first substitution of the game and it's on Manchester City anyway. We've got a foreign here, Chelsea does. Just inside the opposition half. Oh, this looks reasonably promising. Both spread away to William inside the box. Shot, but well blocked. Still on the ball though. Across the goal. Jorginho. And to the right hand side, William. And across them to the far post. And it's away. Well, anyway, scrambled back to stop Manchester City on the counter attack there. So a few more passes here. That's what we need to see. Or what I want to see. Coming down the left hand side of the pitch now. Aspilicueta, William. Can he find the pass here? He can. And, oh, just wide on the end with Kante. Looked like it might have possibly been offside if it could go on, but that's an opportunity. That's a shot. That's more like it. Just need a few more of those opportunities in the next growing confidence to get back into this game. And Williams won a corner kick as well too. So let's keep this pressure going. Ball comes into the middle of the pit. Box and cleared away. And it's gone back all the way to a goalkeeper. This time clears it way upfield there to Emerson. Goal to goal. As for Bagaga trying to go for goal himself, he was the goalkeeper. They were doing something. Here's Manchester City with Gonwin down the right hand side with De Bruyne inside the box. Ball in and not too far away. And they got a corner kick now. Yeah. So they won a corner that shouldn't have been a corner. So hopefully we can survive this danger here. So Kevin De Bruyne to take the corner for the box and well over the top. And that's one other corner kick though. On the other side, this time on the right hand side instead of the left. Everyone inside the box for City at the moment. They're not going to take it short, it seems. Maui is the one to take it. Play it short inside the box and Casello. Oh, that was close. Well worked. Move by them. as we survived that one. Able to pick someone up inside box. And as it goes back to the goalkeeper with Emerson. Oh. Cancelo, Equilo. And we're getting in danger defensively again here. But we survive and we press forward. If we hold on to the ball to try and counter attack, then it could be somewhat promising, but it's quite risky as Manchester City pressing forwards to turn the ball over. They won the ball over here. Maoez with the shots, well blocked. They still got it with a Rio. And another block. And this time clear it away. Under the pump again. Noah shots coming flying at goal. Everyone behind the ball as Manchester City gonna start another attack coming on here now. De Bruyne and Storm Kovacic, Jorginho coming down the right hand side. Settle down on the moves again. Still got over half an hour to go to get something out of this game. Few defensive passes going on here. What can we build this time? Go for a long ball over the top, and it's out of play. Yeah, we're looking at that corner kick. It was a nice one from the edge of the box into the area before being cleared off the line. Okay, we've got a substitution for Chelsea coming on here. Reece James coming on. Yep, this is what we need. We need to make a couple of substitutions. Try and get the pace back into this game on the counter attack. Or even on the normal attack as well too. And Emerson. It's a light coming off. Okay. Chelsea on back on the front foot. Going down the left hand side along the wing. This looks somewhat promising. Pulisic into the box, but cleared away and punt forward. Manchester City. We are holding up the ball as they try to turn defence into attack, and they've done that quite superbly with Maoez and Silva and Sterling inside the box. Can they get a shot away? It's dangerous. Clear. Maoez. And here it comes, and that was quite far away in the end. And Gaga coming to collect it. Still half an hour to go. Reece James back on the ball. Can hear some Chelsea chants in the crowd. Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea. Super fine, super fine. But turning the ball over again. Just haven't had too many opportunities since we scored. And that is a concern. We turn the ball over here. Can we make this count? Coming down the right hand side, Pulisic for William. And put our balance and clear away. First yellow card of the game for Jorginho. Lunge on Kevin De Bruyne. Looking here, Jorginho. But nothing to celebrate there as he goes into the book. Sterling. Chelsea back on the ball again. Coming down the left hand side of the pitch. And we got 3 numbers up fields, surrounded by City defenders. Jorginho. James. Jorginho, William, and James passing the ball around, trying to find the space in the City defence for the issue at the moment. And that one just over the top and into the arms of the Manchester City goalkeeper of Bravo. Morales, I should say. That's the goalkeeper, Morales. Ooh. Manchester City back on the ball again. A little bit of a push going on by Chelsea, but they can easily string passes to the keeper, it seems now. Ever since they went a goal down, they just somehow woke up and ran the usual sauce at the ethiad stadium. Manchester City on the halfway line with the ball for Stones. Gonzalo Poiner. Stones backing up Mowers. Now they come again down with Sterling and out for a goal kick from Zuma. Corner kick, I should say. Another corner kick. Dangerous position here. Trying to defend. 4 corner kicks to 2 now for Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne taking it short. With Mowers, De Bruyne back into the box. And Aguero and blocks and saved by Aspergerger. And that for another corner kick for Manchester City. On the right hand side this time. Left hand side that is actually. Kevin De Bruyne to take the corner kick again. This time takes it into the box. And nicely cleared away. And Manchester City back on the ball again. But it's back inside the own half. Back to Morales and goal. But Manchester City dominating position, creating more opportunities and looking more likely to score the next goal. And if they do score the next goal, you have to say the player will end up winning the game. So it's quite important to save this now. Got a player gone down injured at the moment. So a bit of a stoppage in play to reflect on what has been an exciting game. but more so, especially in the first 25 minutes for Chelsea, where Kante managed to take the leads, and we had 6 shots to 2 and a couple of corner kicks, and scoring whole bunches of play. But even since then, Manchester City found the equaliser from De Bruyne, and now it's 8 minutes later to give them the lead. Manchester City going to make a substitution here. That's their second one of the game. And we still need to make a couple more. I think we need to make the substitutions since we're chasing the game. Phil Foden is the player on, and David Silva is coming off from Manchester City. And we're back underway again here with Chelsea passing the ball back to Gaga. And we're inside the half with some options. Try and pass it to the right hand side where William is. Nice. Reece James. And William. Ooh. Willie slide over. Almost a half chance opportunity there for William. But it went way up higher in the air. Manchester City with the goal kick. They've got 2 players right beside the goalkeepers. They play it short before pressure's been applied. And we're turning the ball over, but unable to hold on to it. Oh, De Bruyne made a mistake there, but able to recollect the ball again. And City pressing forward in attack. Kovacic, Jorginho, William. Let's try and get some passes flying together and actually create some shots on target again. Switching play to the right hand side, Chelsea on the ball. Some weird touches for us in the second half. And we need to take weird opportunities coming down the right hand side. And not too far away with that cross inside the box. Still on the ball with Kovacic, Jorginho, Kovacic again, Jorginho, trying to find some space as we go for the middle of the box. William, come on, take a shot. Here's an opportunity. Pulisic, Kovacic, stringing the passes together. Now we go back and take a somewhat weight stand, but we're still on the ball. Coming down the right hand side. Come on, let's go forward. We're passing all the way back now. Back to the halfway line. And a long ball and cleared away for Manchester City undetected. And Jorginho committing a foul as Manchester City can relieve the pressure there. Didn't even get a shot off at all in the end after that attack. So many minutes in, still 2-1 lead for Manchester City, so we've got 20 minutes past stoppage time to go to try and get something out of this game. Okay, we turn the ball over for Chelsea as we currently moving forward. This like one, that's promising. And Abraham on the right hand side, and there's a steering away from goal. And Sammy Abraham was the one that got fouled. The one that commits the foul. Yeah, creating a few more opportunities in the last 5 minutes in terms of position and going forward. We just haven't really been hitting the shots still in the second half. So City clear it all the way upfield for them. And so all of a sudden they got 3 on 3 going forward here with Foden. Shot a goal straight at the goalkeeper. Coming down the left hand side, going back Manchester City. Mostly in control of this game since being taken the lead. Being put under some pressure here at the moment. But get away with it. And now all of a sudden they got numbers piling for themselves. Mendy switching to the right hand side. Sterling over the top. Ooh, that looked a bit contentious there. Possible shots to the penalty kick on Aguero. Ooh. Possible VAR check here. Looks like it started outside the box though. So I'm not going to be giving because of that. Okay, we make a substitution. Jorginho coming off for Mason Mount, so hopefully Mason Mount can be the hero of the day. And Batshuayi on for Tammy Abraham as well too, so double substitution. Try and make an impact. Here comes City with the Boyner. Blocks for a corner kick for Manchester City on the right hand side. See what step moves they got for this one. Wheeler was limping around. Looks like he's struggling, might get substituted. Yeah, he's really looking long, man. Wheeler. And that one goes out for a corner. Well, like we always say on the pitch at the moment there, but something to look at. Manchester City still have one substitution to make as well. Here comes the ball onto the goal, and cleared away. Still lean towards Weavers. And there's one a free kick for City now. Dangerous area for a free kick to be taken. And Manchester City are going to make their final substitution with Fabio Jesus coming on for Shroom Aguero. Yeah, Aguero is very, very slowly coming off. Limping along. They just had some time wasting and genuine injuries as well too there. As we're 75 minutes into this match, Manchester City still lead Chelsea 2-1. This has been applauded by the home supporters there. What's Gabriel Jesus impact's going to be for City when he comes on the pitch? Well, we got a corner defend up here though, once we get back underway. Oh, free kick, I mean. And half clear away, Foden with the shots on the left hand side of the goal. And Chelsea goal kick. We're going to play it back up from defensive area. And nearly giving the ball away over again. But we won a free kick. Come on, Chelsea. Let's create a few more opportunities and equalise, eh? Hello to everyone that's watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and also like the video. And leave your comments in the live chat if you're watching at the moment, or if you're watching on the replay. Also leave a comment as I will reply to all comments. So this game sort of lost a bit of its energy and pace about it there. As Manchester City sort of wasting as much time as they possibly can without getting in trouble. They're coming down the right hand side of the pitch this time. And Jorginho keeps it in play to prevent a dangerous looking throw. Kovacic. Switching it to right hand. So the play with James. Tamori. We have scored at least 2 goals in each of our last 5 away games aggressively. So we need to try and keep that record going here again. But at the moment, we barely had a sniff of an opportunity in the second half. Currently, William and James still in their own half and trying to go for the long cross-field ball on the left-hand side. And we are. We got it. It's very clear. And cleared away. Manchester City on the ball as they look to counter-attack with De Bruyne. We won the ball back again. And the left-hand side of the pitch. As we press forward. Come on. William with the possible shots. Ooh. That was an opportunity for William. With Edison getting the fingertip towards as he ended up saving it. And that's a shot on target. At this stage, any shot on target, we need to make it count and actually score. Oh, that was a touch, and we haven't been awarded a corner. Oh, come on. So Manchester City get away with that one. Chelsea back on the ball again. try to fashion up some more opportunities. But still in our own half, so we're trying to find some space. Manchester City being quite compact and solid at the moment, and it's gone all the way back to Asperger Gaga in the goal. Yeah, one of our best goals in the second half. But we're still in our own half as we clear it upfield and straight to a Manchester City player. And now we're back on the defensive side of things. So we turn it over, and we're into the half, coming down the left-hand side of the pitch, and into the box, and back try slips to the ground. Yeah. Been a frustrating second half. But he's still trying to get something out. It takes one opportunity, one goal for a draw. And the win is looking pretty unlikely, though, you have to say at this stage. Mendy, Conte, offside for City that time. We've got a free kick in our own half. We just need to push the numbers forward. Let's go extremely attacking now for the last 8 minutes. Nothing too much to lose as we try to gain a crucial points out of this game. The point will be a pretty good result because that'll keep us above Manchester City in the table by a point. As it stands, we drop down to 4th place after Leicester City also winning today. They'll be quite happy with this result as they'll be, well, either way, they'll still be in 2nd place, I guess, yeah, because of the goal difference. Last 10 minutes, 69% possession for Chelsea to 31% for City. But only fashioned a couple of half chances. So, yeah. Here comes Manchester City on the attack. Sterling switching to the right hand side of Mahrez. Jamalway as he tries to clear it. Yeah. And City back on the ball again as we were forced to play long. It's not looking likely, but still, Noel is giving the ball straight to the attacking player. Nearly did the same thing as we did against them. Nearly gifting us a goal opportunity. And Manchester City are the ones that's playing it out from the defensive third. And they survived. We had some issues in the defensive third in the first half. And then they slipped up there as Noel is the goalkeeper for City, cut it straight into the head of the player. But it came in such a pace that it was not able to control it, and they got away with it. City coming away here. Another attacking opportunity for them. And they pass it all the way back to their goalkeeper. And so they're just going to take as much time as they can to slow the game down, try to find as many easy passing opportunities as they can. But Foden trying to come forward off Kovacic, and they have one corner kick as well too. Absolutely walking a pedestrian pace to the corner kicks now. Hopefully all this time gets added on before we pay attention. plays in short this time. Mares into the bots, and that was well collected by Gaga. He does not play it quickly, so slow it down for Chelsea as we try to clear it out from the defence. And we got to 3 Manchester City players pushing us. Oh, very risky stuff. Conte, we just have to hold on to the ball at this moment in time. But we still got the ball played over the top of the right hand sides, but that was way too far. Way too far. And committed a foul on Mao's now. And that's another chance for Manchester City to slow down the game, isn't it? And to the 87th minute. Mendy with the free kick. The number 22 for City, just inside their own half. Holding on to position quite nicely here, aren't they? And Mahrez. Oh, Foden. He's in. Oh, weird. Open space for Foden to a cross goal option he took instead of taking a shot himself. And that was the opportunity to kill it, wasn't it, for Manchester City? Mendy. Still on the ball here. But we have got the ball. Conte come down the left hand side of the pitch with Pulisic. Kovacic. Hopefully get at least one more opportunity in this match to get a draw out of the game. And that will be a great result considering everything. Been quite hard to play it in the second half. First 20 minutes of the game on to us. We got the lead because of that. But ever since then, been all Manchester City. And match play again pulled off the side. That's not going our way. It looks like it's just taking over the time. Only a minute to go, but stoppage time. And then there we go. Here's Conte though, coming down the left hand side. And doesn't able to hold on for long. City plays forward with De Bruyne. But no, nothing like the 6-0 loss against Manchester City on this day. Last year was a lot more well fought battle, I should say. But it all counts for naught on the points side of things. So far this season we've played against the likes of Liverpool, Manchester United and Manchester City, all the top 6 clubs we have been losing against. We've been in some of the weaker opposition, but we need to somehow get points against the top 6 if we are going to at least continue momentum towards a top 4 Champions League spots, which would still count as a good season. But William comes forward and almost getting something going there. But as we head into stoppage time now, we've got 4 minutes of added on time. Kits forward this time by Moelis. Kevin De Bruyne being awarded with man of the match there. Great chances. 3 passing the box 13. 10.9 Ks covered, scored a goal. So well done to Kevin De Bruyne. That's possibly, hopefully, Chelsea can have the last say. Got 3 minutes left to go. And here's an opportunity. with a free kick in a dangerous looking area. And the yellow card been awarded by Guanondonium. It's a chance to push everyone forward, including the goalkeeper here. Only about 10 minutes from the edge of the box. It could even be a direct shot at goal here as well, with Mason Marks over the ball. Holding brief moments. This will be a dramatic way to get something out of this match. Mason Marks over the ball. Yeah, that angle looks quite far away. But close to an angle, it looks pretty close. Has he got something special? Or is he going to flick it in the area? He takes the shots. Oh, yeah, that wasn't too far away. On the left-hand side of the goal. Just drifting away from the goal one in there. And only about a minute or so left to go for Manchester City to hold on. Sterling with the winner. And there it is. Defensive issue that time, and Sterling puts it in, and that's the win for Manchester City. That kills off the game. There's only a minute left to go anyway. But yeah, there was a defensive header, not. It was just a defensive header that went straight up in the air, and City turning the ball over, and it comes along and slotted in. VAR looking at it. Oh, that's a very tight looking offside decision. That's very neck and neck there. But either way, even if it gets scored offsides, they're sure they won this game regardless. It just helps with goal difference in terms of things. So Raheem Sterling, and that's no goal. Raheem Sterling doesn't get the goal to completely go off the game. So it's still won the final minute. As ball over the top here, and shot comes in, and free kick committed from Jorginho. Chelsea's not very bad. We've been in this game. It's only a 1-goal margin. Is that the Ethiad? Any team struggles at the Ethiad. It hasn't been going away in the second half here. We did win 6 games in a row before this match. We've been doing quite well this season. And we're above Manchester City on the table before this game and just being 2 points below. And final goal kick for City, and that is it. And that's the end of the game. Unfortunately, Manchester City do beat my club, Chelsea, 2-1 in the end. First half, yeah, it's all over. Chelsea was looking pretty good to start with in the first 25 minutes of the game, with Kante scoring a goal in the 21st minute. There have been 6 shots to 2, attack after attack. It's looking really positive and stuff for us. A couple of corner kicks flipped into the box as well. And then ever since De Bruyne managed to equalise, it was all Manchester City. Can you do a match report on the Oxford Saracens game and Oxford's run of form ready for the finish of the season? Yep, we'll be covering Oxford United's next match as well too, and I might fit in where I think they might finish the season there. They've been doing quite well themselves. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Chelsea did start off well. First 25 minutes definitely belonged to Chelsea, but ever since we conceded that goal, it was just all Manchester City. We struggled to get anything going at all. Maybe we should have made those substitutions in the second half earlier as well too. Really unfortunate, but that's just not that's this result to us. We've still been having a great season after 6 wins in a row. Bound to lose at some points, and this is the game that any side would probably lose on a normal given day. No speak Ingles. Not sure what you mean by that, detail. Yeah. I mean, it was all level. It was a level decision there, but any goal that's marginally offside, armpits, or some narrow shirt thing like that, it's kind of ridiculous the amount of offside decisions that are given, but those are the rules that are determined by. So yeah, I sort of personally disagree with that. I mean, if you see in rugby union there has to be clear and obvious decisions. That's more so the case for these penalty kick decisions. Lampard doing well. Can't expect miracles. Yeah, that's right. I mean, look at how badly Arsenal are doing, for example, and Manchester United and Tottenham. They're really struggling on the table there. We're above all of those guys. Still fighting for a top 4 spots, ideally top 4. Everyone sort of went for Chelsea to finish 6th place this season and struggle. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Chelsea finishes top 4 would be quite an amazing result. And we're definitely looking on track for that. But we have to be more clinical against these top 6 opposition sides because we have been losing against Manchester United, have been losing against Liverpool, have been losing against Manchester City. I see you later, DDL. And yeah, Oxford United winning 4-0 over Southend today, I saw. Oxford United scoring goals for fun this season, and they've been part of my random club series for a number of matches there. They also got a game against Manchester City coming up in a few matches time for the League Cup, so that will be a very, very tough challenge for them if they manage to hold on to the series, of course, that is. While Southend, that was sort of an opposite ends of the table. With Southend only picking up 1 win this season, they have been a lot of issues. So you win a coverage, you follow win until they lose the game, then followed winner. How long have you been following Oxford? 3 games unbeaten. I haven't been following them for that long, but I have a look at their matches there. I did have it on in my playlist there for Oxford's for the Reno Club series and stuff. Because Oxford United managed to defeat one team at one point. Okay, we've seen the FIFA World Cup 2012 result with Koreans there. That was a long time ago. So yeah, Oxford United must match the 1-4-0. The postponed match against Ipswich Town was a bit lucky because they could have been easily to Ipswich Town. They got a 4-1 win over Quality Town in the Football League Trophy did that one. They 2-0 win over Hayes and Ealing. Ethiad United over Portsmouth, 1-1 draw. League Cup, they got a penalty shootout win over Sunderland. They managed to beat Rochdale 3-0. 2-1 win over Rotherham. Doncaster 3-0. It was somewhere around Portsmouth, I think. Was it Portsmouth? Oh, I have to have a look back. I have to have a look back later there, Jake Green, but you can have a look at the playlist hub on. I've been following Ethiad United for. Beat West Ham 4-0 as well. Hawthorns doing. Yeah, I haven't been following them at all, but I could have a look for you. They were a Brazilian club, aren't they? Hawthorns. Okay, they in Brazil and then 8th place in the table at the moment. 8th place with 12 wins, 14 draws, 7 defeats, 50 points, 33 games played, and they only got 5 matches left to go in the season. But only 6 points off top 4, so they still have a chance to get in whatever as the equivalent of the Champions League in South America. Great form at the moment, top of the table, form sides. We have a game in hand, so could go third. Oh yeah. So you're a Brazilian supporter there, Jake Green, or Corfinans. Got Flamengo, that's 81 points, 13 points clear, and just about won the league, I think. 15, 13. Yeah, they just about won the league. Flamengo, yeah, just one game away from winning the league. Flamengo. Yeah, carry on, guys. Talking. Would you rather not be in the cup spots, but need to concentrate on the league? Yeah, ideally, league standing wise, Ethiad United in 6th place, 17 games played, 29 points. Yeah, looking in reasonable shape to get promoted into the championship this season. The cups also help with money as well too. But yeah, they got the Football League Trophy, they got the FA Cup, and they also got the League Cup there. So it's a lot of matches Oxford has to play. So that might come back to haunt them. Yeah, you're right. If they can somehow make it all work, it'd be quite amazing stuff with all the cash flow that they can get in. Next match for Oxford, they got Walsall in the FA Cup second round coming out next week. So they still get a week off at least for there, and then they got 4 days before they play Exeter City in the Football League Trophy, and then they got a league match 3 days later against Shrewsbury. So yeah, so they'll have 3 matches in 7 days from next week. Oh yeah, just another leagues. Yeah, what other leagues do you like here? Yeah, like the Brazilian League. I've been doing the Premier League, I've been doing the French League, been doing the Italian League, been doing the Scottish League, and German League, and just all the top leagues. Finishing a promotion place would be a best result. Yeah, well, that would be ideal. We seem to be understanding English pretty well so far, do you, Dell, with the chat that's been going on? Unless you've been following what Jake Green has been having to say. Yeah, it does does suck against Manchester City, but you know, it'll be a great day for supporters. And you never know, Manchester City might feel a weaker squad. I mean, they did end up losing against Wigan Athletic a few years ago, and they were a League One side as well too. But those are the matches that gets all the crowd going to, and all the extra cash that they can spend on other players to buy for future years. Yeah, like the MLS at the moment. Yeah, let's have a look and see who's doing well on the MLS. I did follow a couple of MLS American matches there last season, I think, but just been too busy with everything else that's been going on. 34 games played, Eastern Conference, New York City, 64 points. There's all the regular season games been played so far. Does anyone know how many games there are? 6 point lead over Adelaide United. And Western Conference, but Los Angeles with 72 points. Yeah, they definitely won the league clear. 16 points over Seattle Sounders in second spots. 34 matches played. There are a final series. The final series playoffs to be taking part in as well too. Let's just have a look at the matches. The MLS Cup. This is the MLS Cup. Seattle Sounders won a 3-1 in the conference finals. So is the season all done in the MLS, is it? Yeah, I hope so too. Jake went there, just about to hit 300 subscribers, so that should be quite amazing stuff as well too. No detail, don't support Portuguese, unfortunately. What do you guys make of the other Premier League results so far today? Had Arsenal slipping up against Southampton, 2-2. Just about lost the game as well too, with Ings and Price scoring for Southampton. Lacazette double, and they managed to salvage a draw in the 96 minutes. No, my future bro-in-law is Portuguese, so I'll learn a bit. Yeah, might as well have a look at the Portuguese league as well too, because I haven't been following that too much. Just a few different updates on different things going on there. So far, Benfica top of the table with 30 points, 10 wins and 1 defeat. Porto in second, 28 points. And the other random club, Famalicão, with 24 points, and Sporting Porto and Benfica are the more dominant three, but Sporting in fourth place at the moment with 20 points, 11 games played. Yeah, Chelsea are doing well, but it's unfortunate that we lost this match here today. And the big surprise of today's matches was Norwich beating Everton at 2-0, 8-1 odds. Yes, we did start well. The first 25 minutes was all Chelsea then. I don't necessarily know if we panicked or not. Just sort of, as someone asked, sort of went out of ideas, and Manchester City grew into the game after once they scored. So Norwich beating Everton 2-0. Goals from Cantwell and Subani. Wolves defeated Bournemouth 2-1. Liverpool with another late winner, unfortunately, over Crystal Palace. It's now 11 points behind them. 2-1. Burnley beating Watford 3-0. Leicester beating Brighton at 2-0 as they're still in second place. And Tottenham new manager Jose Mourinho 3-2 victory over West Ham. Second, we were doing nothing as well, same old half. I'm impressed with Lampard. Also, the transfer ban has been a blessing in disguise. Well, yeah, because the youth players quack at it, as they probably wouldn't have had that opportunity with Abraham. And yeah, haven't been able to get the results against the top 6 teams so far. So yeah, it's something to work on. Yeah, I mean, the youth players want to be given an opportunity there to showcase themselves and get into the first team squad. And it's about like vying for positions once you have lots of players um, with the prospects of playing there. There's more willingness and fights about it instead of being expected to play every match there. Everyone has to work hard. And Frank Lampard's an old club legend, managing the team as well too. I don't know about that detail. I don't necessarily think Brazil would be that dominant over English squads. I think it could be quite close. We'll definitely be in the first league in Brazil. Should definitely have Cecil at left back and James at right back. Okay. But we know happier his family on London. Huh. He's as at the moment he's staying in Manchester. No, we know you think he would move out to Tottenham as he's now the Tottenham manager there. That's it's interesting with Marino. He's been to Manchester United, he's been to Chelsea, and now he's been to Tottenham. So, yeah, which club does he actually like necessarily? Anywho, I think I'll wrap up the stream here, unless there's anything else you guys want to add to the conversation. But if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the like button. For some other future watch-alongs and other matches coming up. Got the Lights Up series, the Premier League, Serie A, Bundesliga, Liga 1, and all that great stuff. So, thank you guys for watching. Unfortunately, Chelsea not able to get the job done. 2-1 defeat against Manchester City in the end. But that's just the way things go. So, till next time, thank you guys.